Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going.
Today we have predictions for 4 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Brooklyn Nets and Indiana Pacers. Tonight, we've got an intriguing showdown in the East with the Nets heading into Indiana to take on the Pacers. Now, at first glance, you'd probably pencil this one in as an easy dub for Indy given their solid 39-29 record and current hold on 4th in the conference. But trust me, there's a lot more to unpack here. Indiana has been riding a hot streak lately, snagging 4 wins in their last 5 outings, including statement victories against powerhouses like Milwaukee and Philly. Their latest game was a nail-biter against Dallas, pulling off a wild 135-131 win. But here's the catch, they almost blew a significant early lead, highlighting some defensive flaws we've seen from them all season. Tyrese Halliburton, after a sluggish start, is balling out now and has quickly become the engine of this Pacers squad. He's dropping 18.5 points a night and setting up teammates with 8.9 dimes. Alongside him, Pascal Siakam's been putting in steady work, consistently pouring in about 21 points and grabbing over 7 boards per game, all while hitting over half his shots from the field. But defensively, Indy isn't exactly clamping anyone down. They're giving up around 116 points per game, ranking them 19th league-wide, and opponents shoot nearly 48% against them, exposing a real gap in their defensive rotations. Miles Turner, averaging nearly 2 blocks per game, and Siakam have done their part, but overall, they've got some serious consistency issues on D. Meanwhile, the Nets roll in at 23-46, clearly not the kind of season they envisioned. Losing 4 of their last 5, their sole recent bright spot was a win over the Hawks, sandwiched between losses to legit teams like the Celtics and Cavaliers. However, Brooklyn does have one surprising strength defense. They're holding teams to about 112 points per night, but enough for a top 10 ranking despite dealing with injuries and roster shuffles. Offensively, though, Brooklyn's been rough, straight up one of the worst scoring teams, averaging just about 105 points per game. Losing Cam Thomas for the year, who was their go-to scorer with 24 points a night, really hurt them. Resting Cam Johnson for this matchup puts even more pressure on D'Angelo Russell, who's the top available offensive threat, averaging 13.5 points and nearly 6 assists per game. Nick Claxton deserves a shout-out too, doing all the gritty work inside with 7+ rebounds and a block and a half per contest. An interesting twist is that Brooklyn's been a sneaky good bet this year, especially on the road as underdogs, covering the spread 20 out of 33 times. On top of that, Indiana has been atrocious on a second night of back-to-backs, covering just twice in 11 tries. The Nets are well-rested heading into this one, a factor that can't be overlooked. So here's the scoop. The Pacers' high-octane offense can absolutely torch Brooklyn on a good night, but their shaky defense and tired legs from yesterday's tight battle against Dallas might be a recipe for trouble. Brooklyn might not light up the scoreboard, but their ability to grind it out defensively and their chalk record as scrappy road underdogs makes me think they'll keep this close. Bottom line, Indiana probably takes this game straight up, but I'm not convinced they'll run away with it. Give me Nets all day to cover the plus 9.5 spread. That's where my chips are going tonight.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Toronto Raptors and Golden State Warriors. Alright, so the Raptors are heading into the Bay Area to take on the Warriors, and this matchup feels like it's got tough written all over it for Toronto. The Raptors are still hanging around in the play-in race, but with a 24-45 record, they've got a lot of ground to make up if they want a shot at that last spot. They've had some good moments, like winning 6 of 7 games not long ago, but their recent losses, especially that brutal blowout to the Suns, show the inconsistencies they've been dealing with all season. They've got talent with guys like RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes, but staying healthy and keeping the squad together has been a struggle. RJ Barrett was out due to illness in their last game, but he's expected to be back for this one, so that's a bit of a positive for the Raptors. On the flip side, the Warriors have been on fire lately, winning 13 out of their last 15 games, and it feels like they've just flipped the switch ever since Jimmy Butler joined the squad in February. That move has completely changed their vibe. The Warriors have been playing with more energy, more confidence, and it's showing on both ends of the court. Their defense has been stifling, sitting in the top 10 in defensive efficiency, allowing just 112.3 points per 100 possessions. Add in Steph Curry doing his usual thing, averaging 24.3 points a game, and Jimmy Butler chipping in with 16.8 points, almost 6 assists and 5.8 points, and it's clear this team has the firepower to run with anyone. Even when Curry got some rest and didn't play in their last game against the Bucks, the Warriors still rolled to a win. That's depth, that's firepower, and that's a big reason I'm all in on the Warriors here. Now, looking at some trends, it's hard to ignore just how strong the Warriors are at home. They've won 13 of their last 14 games against Eastern Conference teams in night matchups, and with the Raptors' struggles, especially on the road, it's tough to see them pulling off an upset here. The Raptors might have had some success against Golden State in the past, but with everything clicking for the Warriors, and the Raptors still trying to figure out their injuries, I'm not feeling too confident about Toronto's chances. Plus, the Warriors are also covering spreads like crazy, so if you're betting, they're definitely the safer play. I get it, the Raptors have been decent when they've been healthy, and they've been competitive against some good teams. But in this one, with the Warriors playing as well as they have and the Raptors still battling injuries, I just don't see how they can keep up. Curry or no Curry, Golden State has too much talent, too much depth, and way too much momentum. I'm going with the Warriors to take this one, and I think they'll cover the spread as well. This one could get ugly for the Raptors, and I'm not betting against the Warriors at home with the way they've been playing.
Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video.
The third prediction for today is for a game between the Chicago Bulls and Sacramento Kings. The Kings and Bulls are about to lock horns in a matchup that carries some real weight in the playoff race and unexpected fireworks. Sacramento has been cooking at home, averaging the blistering 127 points per game while letting it fly for beyond the arc without hesitation. They're also hitting the glass hard, ranking 8th in total rebounds, a key advantage against a Bulls squad that has struggled to keep teams in check defensively. But here's the catch, no Domantas Sabonis. That's a brutal loss for the Kings. The big man is a walking double-double and the heartbeat of their interior game. Jonas Valanciunas is stepping in to fill the void, but let's be honest, it's tough to replace a guy who dominates the paint like Sabonis does. On top of that, Sacramento has been shaky in back-to-backs, winning just 3 of their last 13 games in these situations. If they don't flip that script, this could be a long May. On the other side, Chicago has quietly been getting it done, covering in 7 of their last 10 and winning 5 of their last 7. But there's no sugarcoating it. Their defense has been a mess, giving up close to 120 points a night. Against a Kings squad that can catch fire in a hurry, that's a serious red flag. That said, the Bulls do have one major strength: they dominate the boards. Sitting atop the lead in defensive rebounding, they have the tools to limit Sacramento's second chance opportunities, which could be a game changer. Kobe White has stepped up big time, dropping 19.4 points per game, while Nikola Vucevic remains a steady force in the paint with 18.6 points and 10.1 boards a night. Josh Giddey is finding his rhythm, but with DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine out of the picture, the Bulls are still searching for reliable scoring options. And then there's Lonzo Ball. Chicago had high hopes for him, but his long-term absence has only added to their inconsistency. Now, let's talk trends. The Bulls have been a sneaky good road dog, covering in 10 of their last 11 games against teams playing on a second night of a back-to-back. Meanwhile, the Kings have been absolutely dreadful in this spot, failing to cover in their last 17 Thursday night games. That's the kind of trend you can't ignore. Sacramento is getting love as the home favorite, and I get it. Their offense is electric, and they've got weapons all over the floor. But this feels like a spot where the Bulls can keep things close. The Kings might be a little gassed after their battle with Cleveland, and Chicago has a knack for showing up as an underdog. The underdog has covered in 7 of the last 10 meetings between these two, and I'm riding with that trend. Give me the Bulls to cover this 7-point spread. That's the play. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers. Looking at this matchup between the Bucks and the Lakers, I've got to say, it's shaping up to be an interesting one. The Bucks, sitting at 38-30, are currently in the 5th spot in the East, which isn't bad, but they've been on a bit of a roller coaster lately. They're only half a game ahead of the Detroit Pistons, so they really need to find a way to get some momentum going if they want to maintain that position. Recently, they've been up and down, with a 5-5 record in their last 10 games. Their latest loss to Golden State was a tough one, losing 104-93, and it's clear that they're struggling to find consistent scoring, especially when both Giannis and Dame Lillard haven't been firing on all cylinders. Lillard has had some shooting woes lately, including a rough 6-4-18 performance against the Warriors. Giannis is still putting up monster numbers, but even he's been a little off lately, and without solid contributions from the rest of the squad, it's been tough for Milwaukee to keep the wins rolling in. The Bucks' defense and rebounding will be key in this game. They've been solid on the defensive end, but when you're going up against a team like the Lakers, especially without LeBron James, they really need to step up. Without LeBron, the Lakers are kind of a one-man show at times, with Luka Doncic carrying the bulk of the scoring. Sure, Austin Reaves has been stepping up, but he can't do it alone. Against the Bucks earlier this season, Milwaukee dominated, and that was with LeBron playing. The Lakers were outclassed on the glass, and it felt like it was one of those games where nothing went right for them. Now, with the Lakers struggling even more on the road, I think the Bucks can capitalize on that. Looking at the Lakers, they've been doing just enough to stay afloat, but without LeBron, it's a different story. They've been riding a 3-game win streak, but those games were all at home, where they've been significantly better. On the road, though, they're 15-18, and that's not ideal when you're facing a team like Milwaukee. Luka is doing everything he can, and Reaves has been impressive, but if they're going to win this one, the rest of the guys really need to show up. In their last game against the Bucks, other than Luka and Reaves, the rest of the team was almost invisible. Dorian Finney-Smith, Dade Vincent, and Jared Vanderbilt combined for only 12 points, and that's not going to cut it in a game like this. With LeBron out and Luka being a game time decision due to his ankle, the Lakers are in a tough spot. I just don't see them pulling this one off, especially on the second night of a back-to-back. If Luka isn't 100%, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Lakers, and I think the Bucks can take advantage of that. Milwaukee's been inconsistent, sure, but when they're on, they can be deadly. They'll have to dominate the glass again and make sure their stars are efficient. If they do that, I think they'll cover the 4-point spread and walk away with the win. Even without LeBron, the Lakers have their hands full, and if the supporting cast doesn't show up, this one could get ugly. The Bucks have the edge here, and I expect them to take it.